This is MIcornus Phokane, the leader and the founder of the Young Men Empowerment Forum. We are on it again today. This is part 3 of this great topic, how to become an effective leader. And we are emphasizing to our young men today that you definitely need just to become a leader by position. You must be effective in what you do. Leaders are visionaries. You have got the visions, you have got the dreams and purposes that you have. And when we talk about effective, it's ability actually to deliver to that purpose, to deliver to that plans that you have, to deliver to the dreams that you have as a young man, that is being effective enough. Now, we are saying that as a young man, you need to become an effective leader in everything that you do. But this is the reason why we give you nuggets to become an effective leader all the time. And the first thing today that we want to deliver to you, to become an effective leader, that you need to gather input all the time as a leader. And you need to make sure that you make decisions, then you take actions. Because when you become an effective leader is when you are able to have input from different people, different sources, of course. And some of the inputs might be from reading books. It might be from people that you ask questions from. Because sometimes the input could be even from your own colleagues. The input could be from your own subordinates as well. So, but gather the input from everyone. And I want to say right here that as a leader, don't undermine other people. Even the young in this regard, you can gather input from them because it is not helping to become arrogant and think that you know everything, because it is not possible in life to know everything. And of course, it's not possible in life to know everyone and to know everywhere as well, as we have said previously. But we want to emphasize that don't be arrogant. Be humble enough to be able to gather input from everyone. Now, the input that you may gather from the young ones, that may be inexperienced, but they are having some input to give. So please be open-minded enough to gather input from everyone. As you do, make sure that you make decisions. And as you do make decisions, decisions are not decisions until you action them. And we want to urge you as young leaders that without actioning anything that you make decision of, those decisions will be redundant. And I've seen young people actually making what they call New Year resolutions, which according to them are decisions, but yet they don't apply them. And when the year starts, it's like they've got passion and energy. They want to deliver to those plans and decisions that they've made on the 31st of December. But it goes 2 weeks, 3 weeks later, they don't want to pick it up anymore. They don't want to action it anymore. Now, remember, your actions should have some level of consistency in order for you to be able to deliver to what you want to deliver to. And many times we do make decisions and after collecting input from other people, but we are not consistent enough with our actions. We are not continuing with that which we planned to do all the time. Remember, sometimes it is difficult to actually push the agenda of things that you've planned. Sometimes it is heavy to carry the load of things that you've planned. So you definitely need to be consistent, and that needs discipline as well from yourself. Remember, when we started this topic, we said that you must be able to lead yourself. And part of that is ability to be consistent even when you are making decisions. And please, when you have started to do actions, continue with those actions more and more every day. And as you do that, you're going to start to see the progress of things that you do. Many times people don't see results in what they do. Leaders have complained about trying to do some things towards the purposes and visions and so on. But we have seen people giving up along the way because of lack of consistency. And of course, when you are doing actions, you must be consistent with them, because that's the only way you're going to see the results. And we want to advise you as a young man that you become consistent with your actions. Continue doing them, even when sometimes in the beginning it looks like there's no results in what you're doing. Remember, some results take a while. You need to continue doing that. If you were to chop a tree, you have to hit more and more and continue doing it until you start seeing the results. In the beginning, it may look like you're not doing anything. But I want to urge you as a young leader that please, to become effective, become consistent with your actions as well. So please, gather input from others, make decisions, and please take action. Because without action, you will never see the light of the day in everything that you do. Because you must make sure that you take action in your decisions. And that's very, very important. The other thing about becoming an effective leader is prioritize deep work over unnecessary meetings. And remember that many times leaders like spending time in meetings. Leaders like discussing issues than the actual application into the issue. And I want to tip you today. Now, as a young man, if you want to become effective leader, be a leader that talks less but do more. Because most of the time we talk a lot in meetings, planning without action in that plan, and we find that all the plans are there. All the files are there with all the plans, but yet we don't implement. Now, we want to say to you today, to become effective leader, prioritize implementation, prioritize actions more than meetings. Meetings are good to discuss strategy. Meetings are good to discuss the plans, but after the plans, we must actually spend more time putting action into those plans. And if we don't put action into the plans that we have planned, we'll not see the light of the day of any success of what we want to do. Deep work, prioritize that. Now, what is deep work? Deep work is that work or that effort that you put in the real work itself than in planning. Now, as much as you've put up the plans, please articulate those plans. And I'm not discounting plans here. And I want you, as a young man, to be aware that I'm not speaking against plans. I'm saying, after putting up the plans, you must dirty your hands. You must put your hand on the deck and make sure that there's some work being done on the very same plans. And many times, as I said, we spend more time in meetings, planning, speaking about things, how to be done, and allocating tasks and planning and so on, strategizing all the time. But how often do we really do the work? This is actually what great leadership and effective leadership is all about. And many people that have spent time discussing things, they've never come to conclusion of a progress in everything that they do. But those people that spend more time articulating the work according to the plan, driving the plans to deliver to that which they planned, that is actually a very good example of people that become successful. Successful people will tell you that they spend more time doing the deep work. They spend more time putting their hands on the deep work than actually spending time on meetings. And this is the time that I want to urge you as a young leader to be able to say no to some meetings, because sometimes we clutter ourselves with a lot of calendar meetings that are so full in our days that from the morning to the evening, we've been in meetings every single minute, but yet we haven't actually been able to apply those ideas that we have actually raised in the meetings practically. So the practical work is the one that is going to move the progress to be successful. And that is why, as a person, I believe in applied sciences than just theoretical science. Because theoretical science, you will speak about it, it will be in your head, but it will not be applied. And it will, therefore, not bring any results when you are not implementing it. Now, we want to urge you that if you want to become an effective leader as a young man, please make sure that you prioritize deep work over unnecessary meetings. I want to end up here today, your host, MIcornus Phokane. I'm the leader and the founder of the Young Men Empowerment Forum. Remember, this forum, we are actually developing ordinary young men into extraordinary men of wisdom, integrity, and character. And of course, we're doing this through kingdom principles. And I want to urge you as a young man today to say, please visit our social media platforms. Our Facebook page is Young Men Empowerment Forum, and my personal Facebook page, MIcornus Phokane. So please like and follow us on those pages. as we advise you to do. And don't forget our TikTok account as well. It is under MIcornus Phokane. So please make sure that you follow us on that platform. We have got Instagram as well under MIcornus. So please make sure that you do follow us on that platform. Our YouTube channel is under Young Men Empowerment Forum. May you please subscribe to this YouTube channel. So click notification button as well. Remember that we have got a lot of videos that we've posted in the past there that are very useful for you as a young man. And you will learn out of that if you visit that page. And please click notification button as we have said, and that will actually remind you each time we've posted a video there. Let us get more subscriptions, and let us make sure that this is actually shared also with your loved ones, your friends, your family, and it could be your relatives or even colleagues at work. Make sure that you share these platforms with them and urge them to share the platforms as well, furthermore to other people as well. I want to end up here today until we meet with part 4 of this great topic. I believe strongly that you are learning out of this. And please allow me to check out right here and say God bless you and cheers for now.